So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? To Henry. And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Jackson. He's got Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. Tucker's kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Tagovailoa connecting with Hill, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Now Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Jackson. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Jackson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, the play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From South Florida, good night, everybody.